Hi, this is an email from H. H says, thank you for your video, blah, blah, blah. One thing I'm wondering, well, more intense than wondering, is about weird food habits. I have such horrible eating behaviors, like picking all of my food into pieces, breaking it up, how I eat the food, the order I eat it in, picking bits out, counting pieces of food, basically what looks worse than how a baby would eat. I think I used to do it as I leave food on my plate a lot, and now that has stopped, it just makes the eating process a lot more difficult. It's embarrassing. It also gets other people angry if they're sat with me, leading me to try and eat on my own, which is isolating. I also struggle to eat out, even if I bring my own food, which is embarrassing in itself because of this. I don't know why I do it. I hate doing it. I have a strong OCD component to my anorexia, having had it 10 years, and not knowing why I do the behavior is simply out of habit. I'm guessing it's somehow related to survival response, as in, I did it the day before but need to do it today in order to survive. I'm asking you to have any tips on how to stop this. Well, yes, I did that. A lot, just about. I couldn't eat anything normally. Really couldn't. Everything I ate had to be chewed around. So if I ate, picked, everything I ate had to be picked at, pecked at, and eaten in a certain order. And lots of getting up and down in between as well. And the weird thing is that I enjoyed eating like that. So there was this aspect of, well, the reason I enjoyed eating like that is because it made the food last longer. So, and I think that's why most of us start doing these strange eating habits, is because it ekes it out. It makes the experience of eating last longer, and because we're so damn hungry, all we really want to be doing is eating the whole time. And so it's like whatever I had to eat, I just make it last as long as possible. And that's when this weird eating habits all started. And then of course, H, you're a little bit right in that the habitual side of it then starts to kick in. You know, our brains are really into forming habits when they're in survival mode, and so then it just becomes this thing that you have to do, whether you enjoy doing it or not, and that you can't actually turn off, or at least it feels like you can't turn it off. And same as you, that's one of the reasons. There were many, but one of the reasons why I'd isolate was because of this. Well, can't let anybody watch that, me being weird around food. And I would just feel very self-conscious as well. And so I would, because I knew it was weird, so I'd always want to eat on my own, which conflicted with my exhibition eating. Anyway, so, well, what I did is I just really, around the same time I decided to stop restricting and stop doing everything and all of that, I just decided to stop doing weird shit and not allowing myself to do anything that was considered weird with food. No picking at it, no ordering it, no, all of that stuff. I just forced myself to stop doing it. And the key for me about being able to force myself to stop doing it was the unrestricted eating thought. Like, when I finish this, whatever it is I'm eating, I can have more food. I can go and get more food. Finishing this item is not the end of me eating. And so then it's like my brain suddenly was like, gonna eat real fast, because I wanted to get all the food in. So I started to eat real fast. My MO eating food when I don't have anorexia is fast. I eat really fast, and that's just me. But when I had anorexia, it was painstakingly slow. I don't know how anybody ever sat through a meal with me. I could make it last 4 hours. So that understanding that as well for me, that as a kid, I'd always eaten fast. I'd be the type of kid where mum was always like being like, slow down, you're gonna choke. And I think as a kid, I just used to eat fast because I just wanted to just eat fast. I don't know why I do it, I just eat fast. It's just me. And I sort of began to realize this slow, painstakingly slow eating is just my eating disorder. I'm just trying to make it last longer. And it's because I'm hungry. It's because I want to always be eating. I want to make the eating last as long as possible. And so the answer to that is to allow myself to continue getting more food and eating more food. And so that's how I got around that. It's all, at some point, it all boils down to unrestricted eating and allowing yourself more food. Hope that helps. Bye.